Aloha, America. I am saying aloha from Esfahan in Iran. It's actually a very beautiful city. Walking in a park right now, and they have some lovely fountains and little water canals here. I wanted to say directly to you, America, one of the primary reasons I am here, there are many things that I have said here which a lot of you aren't going to understand, but I'm going to do my best to explain that in subsequent videos. For now, I want to speak to those of you in America who perhaps feel some level of shame, perhaps you feel some level of heartbreak, maybe you feel some rage. Specifically what I'm talking about is, since this war, undeclared, has been taking place, there have been many crimes that have resulted in the death of many innocent people, not least of which the school in Manab, which I've been to, and I have met family members, and I have met children who were there on that day. I have listened to them, and I have seen the grave sites of the dead that we murdered, quite frankly. With U.S. tax dollars and U.S. representatives, love them or hate them, Donald Trump is the commander-in-chief, and he is the one that authorized the slaughter of children, which was intentional, 100%. Double-tapped courtesy of the Raytheon-produced Tomahawk missiles in Tucson, Arizona. I know that unless you happen to call yourself an American and you have no conscience whatsoever, these things do not bother you. You hide behind lies such as Iran wants to build a nuclear weapon. You hide behind lies like Iran is the #1 state sponsor of terrorism. You ignore where we slaughter kids and terrorize nations and invade and occupy, and you keep projecting your own crimes onto Iran. I'm not speaking to you. It's like speaking to a fool at best, or perhaps even a traitor, selling my country down the river and taking it down to the pit of depravity, immorality, and, quite frankly, mass murder, war crimes, crimes against humanity. You know, piss off, quite frankly, if you fit into that category. I am speaking to the good Americans who have the ability to put themselves in the position of the other. And if we reverse the situation and Iran was the aggressor and America was the target, and Iran decided to travel halfway around the world with ships and planes and make bases around America, and then proceeded to willfully, intentionally send missiles or bombs to a school, slaughtering children to the extent that literally these kids were no longer kids, they were body parts all over. One kid, they didn't even find a piece of him. Now, if you don't have the ability just yet, I want you to put yourself in the position of the other. Imagine that Iran did that to your child that you dropped off that day, that bright light, that future, that child as a mother that you bore in your womb and gave birth to. Imagine that child is no more, and that the justification for this was all based on lies, and the intent was to slaughter your child. How would you feel? How would you feel? Be honest. You would be probably full of hate, and you would want to punish those that did this. Well, it's you that I'm speaking to, because I am acting as a sort of unofficial ambassador of America, speaking on behalf of those who have a heart, a conscience, and can read the writing on the wall. Murder is murder. And America's leaders have, in the name of the taxpayers who provide the finance, murdered innocent children. So a big part of my mission here is to represent you, Americans, who were appalled, outraged, angry and saddened. I am apologizing on behalf of you to the people of Iran for this horrendous crime, which is not alone, sadly. How about Gaza? Tens of thousands of dead kids there, again, financed by my birth nation. I apologize for that too, but nonetheless, I'm here in Iran, so it's for you, America, the good part of America, the part of America that I love, the part of America that I'd like to see restored, the part of America that I know will never be able to show its beautiful face as long as the parasite within our midst, who really is the one who instigated this attack on the Manab school, which happened on the Jewish holiday of Purim. I don't believe in coincidences. I hope you don't either. This was a satanic ritual sacrifice of children financed by America and carried out by the commander-in-chief with a chain of command that followed this unlawful order and committed yet another war crime. I'm apologizing on behalf of the good people of America. So for the rest of you who don't care, like I said, take a jump off a high bridge, please. For the rest of you, I promise you that this message is received here in Iran. And let me tell you one last little bit about that. They don't even hate you. Even though we are responsible for this mass murder, they don't hate you. And they all tell me, all the Iranians tell me, we don't hate the Americans. Again, I ask you, if it happened to Americans, the situation reversed, how many Americans do you think would hate Iran? Maybe they might even say death to Iran, eh? Possibly. Would that be wrong for you to say that if Iran murdered your children? I'll leave it there. In the meantime, God bless you, America. You need it. I pray that we take care of the enemy inside the gate. Iran is not the threat.